Sony has been going through a bit of chaos. They just had lost one of their co-CEOs and he's being shifted around the company. They canceled multiple live service projects after they lost $500 million on Concord. And we also know that they have been going through layoffs. But over the weekend, we saw PSN face a major outage and a lot of people were very upset. Nobody could use it and it was down for over 24 hours. And now the company is citing operational issues. But to make that worse, they've infuriated gamers yet again because only PlayStation Plus members are actually being compensated for losing time they could have been gaming. So Sony's PlayStation Network has finally fully been restored after an hours-long outage that left millions of players unable to connect over the weekend. It seemed that the vast majority of people could not actually access PSN. Sure, there were some people who could, and then it would say they were connected or it would instantly disconnect, but most people could not. And the disruption, which began late Friday and lasted throughout much of Saturday, prevented users from accessing online multiplayer games, purchasing content, and even playing some single-player titles due to digital verification requirements. This is why people do not like the all-digital future, especially when you have something like a disc and it requires an online connection, or you, of course, could not just open a box and end up playing it right out of there. This is why a lot of people, like myself, constantly fight against the all-digital future we're headed towards. Unfortunately, it is inevitable, though. But Sony confirmed on Sunday that the services were back, offering a brief apology and a small consolation for PlayStation Plus subscribers, an automatic 5-day extension to their membership. And that is good, right? That they are trying to compensate people. But that's not for everybody. The wording is very specific, and it is only PlayStation Plus subscribers, and their mentality must be these people are already giving us money and swiping their credit cards on our subscription, so we only owe it to them. But that is not okay. There are tons of people, millions and millions of gamers, who could not access PSN regardless of if they paid or not. So sure, maybe PlayStation Plus subscribers could get 5 days and everyone else could get 3 days, but everybody should be getting something. I know there's been a lot of memes, and I had said this in my first video that, oh, funny enough, as soon as PSN went back up, everybody's inventory had a copy of Concord. Suddenly the game's back alive again. But I just think it is so scummy that everybody is not being compensated in some way, shape, or form when everybody was affected, and this has not sat well with a lot of gamers, and their answer hasn't either, because they basically just said network services are fully recovered from an operational issue, which, of course, that has spiraled into a lot of theories. Oh, what happened if they're just covering their asses and there was a major data breach? Like in 2011, what if one of the disgruntled employees they just had fired shut everything down? And I mean, of course, we are never going to know the full picture because they're never going to tell us all of the information. But for it just being a brief operational issue, it sure did last a long time, and they were completely silent on it, and they haven't given us any answers beside that. Now, because of course, this is happening, and they've only given the existing PlayStation Plus users 5 days of free PlayStation Plus and compensation. Gamers are furious over this, which I completely understand. Non-Plus users get nothing, and it's a feels bad walking away from the battlefield defeated. That is exactly $1 of compensation. Could have given PlayStation users a month of service for free at the very least. And I know it's getting a lot of likes. A month is pretty excessive, but I do think that, again, everybody should have been compensated. 5 days of free PlayStation Plus for existing users is nice, but what about the rest of us who don't have it? Seems a little one-sided. Yeah, again, their mentality is just, oh, these people already swiped their credit card, so we're only going to compensate them a little bit. Why would non-PSN users get anything? I mean, the entire service was down. I could not even go and buy a video game if I did or did not pay for PlayStation Plus. Imagine being PlayStation anyway. Sony is a petty company, so I could never have any of their products, and this is very true. Sony is not a great company. They are not a bastion of hope and light and positivity and rainbows and sunshine within this industry. And I can't say I'm surprised that they are under delivering with the apology and also the compensation. So I will be keeping my eye on this to see if they make any other statements. I don't think they will. They want to sweep it under the rug, going to want everybody to forget that this ever had happened. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.